Happy Sunday, everybody. I went out for a little ride this morning and I had hit my local thrift store and I found two things in there. One of them was this Leslie Ann Ivory beanbag cat. Now I got this for $3.99. I looked at comps on eBay. There was a 18-inch one. This one's probably like a 12-inch and that went for like $53. So I was actually shocked how much that went for. And the other thing I got, and definitely don't sleep on these right now, because there was a big controversy about the Great Pumpkin not being on national television anymore, and it was, I guess, exclusive to one channel. But the Peanuts Classic Holiday Collection, which includes the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and it also has a Charlie Brown Christmas, and it's a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. But this was $4.99. But comps on that are anywhere from, I don't know, like $25 to $40, $50 new. I mean, there was a lot of hype over it, so it brought up the price. So maybe I'll make, you know, $15, $20, $25 off of it by the time it's all said and done. But that's it for today. We'll see you later. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I did my usual dropping packages off. I'm at the Goodwill store. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday, there really wasn't much going on. I went in there both days and there wasn't anything not worth reporting about. But I'm going to head in there now. So let's see what we can get into. All right, I'm finished up in the thrift store. I ended up picking up two things today. The first thing I picked up was this, and you can kind of keep an eye out for this. It's a brand called EQ Equilibrio Rooster. If I could find the top. And this shirt was $3.99. But this is an extra large shirt, but you can tell right here about the EQ and the red rooster on it. And these are really nice shirts. And it also has a little rooster right here too. So I should be able to put this on Mercari probably for like 20-25 bucks, so might make like 15 bucks off of it. And the other thing I got today, I paid $9.99 for, was this is the top part of the box. WrestleMania the Legacy. I'm thinking vintage because I'm thinking VHS, because that's basically what it is. It's 15 VHS tapes. Let me grab them. Holy moly. All in this box right here. Like I said, 15 tapes. Some of these aren't even open yet. There's what, 1, 2, 3 of them still in package. The rest of them have been open, but I could sell it pre-owned. I was looking at pre-owned prices, and some of them go like $30 to $40. So hopefully I can make at least 15, 20, maybe 25 off of this when it's all said and done. I don't know if I want to put it on eBay or Mercari or Depop. I might put it on Depop and eBay, see what happens. Mercari, it seems like it's a little bit slower selling some of the VHS tapes on there, but that was the only thing I found in there today. So tomorrow we'll get into some other stuff. Happy Thursday, everybody. I did my usual drop-offs. I actually went to Taco Bell today and had a very, very testy woman at the drive-thru. It was basically being a real, you know what. It was kind of interesting. I don't know. You don't need those people in your life, especially if you're working through the drive-thru, talking to people. She was just putting herself on too much, to the point where she was being a real jerk. And I think she was trying to be funny, because this isn't the first time that I've drove through that Taco Bell and ordered. But A, don't try to be funny. Do your job. B, don't try to force food on the people if they're not going to buy it. And C, no one likes a jerk. So, trying to stay positive today. But, you know, there's always somebody that throws something at you in life, and you just have to deal with it. I'm kind of laughing at it now just because I was thinking how stupid this person is. Somebody might report her. I don't know. It's just kind of her attitude. If they do, so be it. I don't care. I don't like dealing with stupid people when it comes to stuff like that. Anyway, back on track. I'm over here next to the Goodwill. I'm gonna stop in there real fast, see if they have anything, and hopefully they have something today. I mean, they had a couple things yesterday, but if not, hey, there's always tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then maybe we'll do some yard sales Saturday. We'll see what we can get into in the next couple days, but let's go ahead and get in there. Okay, I'm finished up at the thrift store. I did manage to pick up 3 things today. Let me show you real fast without breaking them. 2 of them. This Starbucks with the etched logo engraved. This was $1.99. I found it, comped it on Facebook, or sorry, comped it on eBay, and it was going for like 15, 25 bucks. There was 2 of these going for 30 that had sold for 30, but they only had 1 of these in there, so I'm probably going to try to list it for 12 to 15 bucks on Mercari and see if I can at least make 10 bucks off of it. And then the second thing that I managed to get was this, I'll show you this real fast. This one-piece t-shirt. It's a large. And that was going for 12 to 13 bucks. I'll probably put it on Mercari and make about 10 bucks off of it. And the last thing I got, which I thought was kind of cool, and this was selling for $18 to $25, and that is thing 1 and thing 2 mug. Now this is from 2006 Universal Islands of Adventure, and so I kind of paid up on this. This is like $4.99, but the comps, like I said, I think it was 15, 20, 25 bucks for pre-owned. So hoping to make like 15 bucks off of this. I'll put it on probably a couple of different platforms and see what I can get. But that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm on my way to drop off a bunch of packages at the post office. It's been a pretty decent week. After that, we're gonna go down to the thrift store and see what we can get into. So let's go ahead and get there. All right, I'm finished up at the thrift stores. I did pick up 3 things. Let me show you the first 2 real quick. These are just a couple. This is Halloween. It's not the Halloween novel from the movies, but it's just a another by Ben Greer. That's like a $4 novel. And then this Mummy Book of Dead, or Book of the Dead. Both of these were just like donations. I went into the store and the guy said, when I went to pay for him, he was basically like, you come in here all the time, so just drop some donations, 50 cents in the donation jar. And I was like, well, here, I'll put $1 in there. They're probably going for like 4 or 6 bucks each, so it's nothing that's going to break me. I might even actually keep them, so it's no big deal. But the last thing I did get, and this is the hardest thing for me to figure out, because I have never seen a jacket like this, and I've never seen a jacket that with the name on it. But I mean, it is a really nice jacket, and it's a women's XX large jacket. But the hardest part about this is trying to figure out what brand this is. But I mean, the only thing that I seen was this right here, and I tried looking up everything in this area. There is no comps at all. And what's crazy is, like, over here on this side, it has this sewn into it. So I am not sure at all what kind of brand it is. I've talked to some people who are experts on Facebook, in some of the groups, and it's actually really heavy too. And it's a women's XX large, if I didn't mention that. And they said that it's definitely not name brand here, which, you know, I kind of know that, figured that. But, and it looks like it has some writing on it. It's so small though, I can't even, I'm gonna have to get a magnifying glass out to figure this out. But I don't know where it's made or what, but I thought it was very interesting, the quality of the jacket, and just having that little logo thing on there. I'm gonna try to put it on Mercari for like 50 bucks just to see if I, you know, if I can fish something, maybe catch a winner on it. But like I said, it's nicely made. I just never heard of this brand, and I wouldn't even know what the brand is because there's like 3 or 4 names on it, and none of the names actually match anything at all on Facebook Marketplace, on Mercari, on Poshmark, on eBay, on some of the other ones. So I'm just kind of stumped. So hopefully maybe somebody, I mentioned it in the Facebook groups. Hopefully somebody might know what it is. I'm thinking that maybe it's a Chinese brand. I don't know, but I don't think it's a knockoff because the quality is superb, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I'll put it on there. We'll see what we can get for it. If it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it listed. And it is the winter time and it's going to get even colder out, so somebody might be interested in it. But that's it for today. We'll see you later.
This week's
Okay, so this week's BOLO I want to go over is ugly sweaters. It's not too early to start looking for ugly sweaters. Matter of fact, where I go thrifting, they've already started putting them out about a week ago. So you're not going to see any really crazy turnarounds on some of these sweaters, but it is fun looking for them. If you can get them for a quarter, 50 cents, you'll make some decent money. But there are some to be on the lookout for, and I'm going to show you some of them right now. One of the first ones that I seen was this this ugly Christmas sweater, animated unicorn. That went for $149. Here's another one. They had a best offer on an ugly light up Christmas sweater. So keep your eye on any of these type of light up sweaters. Seems like they go for a little bit of money. Here's another one right here, a Michael Simon 98 Grinch cardigan. That went for $100. Another Michael Simon event Christmas sweater. The nativity scene went for $89. Down here's another one. This is another nativity scene. That one went for best offer on $85. And another Michael Simon Christmas sweater, Nutcracker. That was a best offer of $85. There's a bunch of other brands. You just got to look at it. I mean, it seems like the uglier, the more profit you're going to make on them. Like, look at this one right here. This is just all over the place. Ugly crazy reindeer Christmas sweater, $69. That sold on the 11th of November. Here's a Jack B. Quick women's Christmas sweater. That one sold for $69. That was a medium. This one's a Necessary Evil. Necessary Evil puts out a bunch of different like Christmas type sweaters, like based on like horror movies and stuff. But here's Hail Santa as $70. Here's another one, the Michael Simon Dr. Seuss ugly Christmas sweater cardigan. That went for $65. This one is just crazy right here. The sexy pink flamingo Christmas sweater with lights. This is just all over the place. That one went for $59.99. Here's another one right here that went for $59.99. Another flamingo Christmas sweater with lights around the neck. That one went for $59.99. I mean, there is some crazy sweaters. But I figured this week with the holiday coming up and everything, we're about a month away from Christmas. It'll be fun to start looking out for these things. And if you do go to parties, I know with COVID, a lot of people are staying home. But if you happen to do go to parties and you're going to wear something ugly, this might be something that you're looking for. Or if you're going to flip it for people who are looking to go to parties, this is the kind of stuff to look for. But here's ugly, sexy, abominable snowman, $59.99. Another abominable snowman, $59.99. This one right here, this one might take the cake. This one's Tree Bulb's Christmas sweater, and that one went for $59.99. As I said, they're just all over the place, but it's fun to look at them and see what kind of ugly sweaters are out there. There's a lot of ugly sweaters. Some are just insane. Some of them, I mean, I would probably wear, not too bad, like this Susan Bristol Christmas Santa Workshop. Like, that's a normal looking sweater. But like I said, something like this over here with the Abominable Snowman, $54.99. That's just crazy. Here's one right here too. This ugly tacky Christmas tree bulb. That went for $49.99. But if you're going to like the Goodwill bins and you can pick stuff up like real cheap, it's worth picking it up because now's the time to start selling all that stuff. The next 4 or 5 weeks are critical. You definitely want to start listing these things, getting them going, to turn that profit around on them. But as I said, just keep an eye out for those. It's definitely going to be a light week for this BOLO. Nothing that's going to make you some serious money, but it's a fun week for this BOLO. And with that being said, that's the end for this BOLO. Hope you enjoyed it.
The first thing that I sold on eBay this week was this Sears Kenmore sewing machine vintage stitch pattern kit. It had 30 different discs in it. It was 2 trays, and I ended up picking that up for a quarter or 50 cents at one of those yard sales that I frequent. This was at Disney Cars Dinoco helicopter that I picked up for a few dollars at one of the thrift stores. It didn't list for long. It ended up selling quickly. The only thing it didn't have with it was the Maynard car, but they were still interested in it. It made sounds. It was in working condition, and it did have a few stress marks on the top of it, but they were happy with it, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Here's that Toomey backpack that I paid $15 for. I ended up selling it for $56, and I probably made about a $40 profit on it, which I was happy with. If I come across this backpack again, I would definitely keep. This thing is really nice. I mean, I was happy to see it go, but also sad to see it go because it was definitely great quality. I sold this Wii Sports Resort game for $16. I believe I only paid $4 for it, so when it was all said and done, I probably made about $10 or $11 profit. I sold this first edition Pokemon 90s card lot for $30. This is one from my personal collection that I had for many years, along with some other ones that I've sold recently. Pokemon cards are super red hot right now, so it's definitely time to sell. I had just looked at some of these not even a month ago, and they weren't selling for that much, and they just started rising, and they're just, right now is a great time to get rid of them if you have them, especially first edition, foils, non-foils, but any of those earlier cards from the 90s, they're going for really good money at this point. Keep your eye out for these Rampage toys. This Rampage movie Big City Brawl Ralph, the Wolf action figure, ended up selling for $54. I've seen it go as high as $105, so this is definitely a BOLO. This Spider-Man 1995 Clear Chrome and Hollow Blast cards lot sold for $18.90. This is one of those items that I had in my collection for years, so it was all pure profit. That Charlie Brown Holiday Collection gift set that I paid $4.99 for sold for $30. It ended up shipping for $3 or $3.50, so I probably made a good $20 off of this. And the last thing that I sold on eBay this week was that Long Range War Sniping in Vietnam book. It ended up selling for $35. This is that book that I walked by 2 or 3 times when I was at Goodwill and didn't even notice it until I came home and started looking at some of the footage that I had. And I ran back there on the 3rd day and picked it up quickly. And like I said, it sold for $35. On Mercari this week, I sold this 2015 Nike Air Jordan 12s. I had them listed for $56, and believe it or not, I had them in my death pile for about 4 months. I completely forgot about them until I was cleaning up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to sell these things. And I put them on for $56, and not even an hour later, someone came in with a $45 offer, and I took it. I believe I only paid like $1.50 for these. There was like 2 or 3 pairs of Nike shoes that I saw at a yard sale one day, and I think they were like super cheap, and these weren't in that good of a condition. These are in okay. They're kind of scuffed on the front, but the rest of the shoe looks good. But the other 2 pair that I bought too, they sold for good money. There was nothing wrong with them. I believe that the person, these were 8.5s, I believe, but the person who owned them took really good care of them. But for these shoes for some reason weren't that good. So I mean, he probably wore them a lot, but the other pair that he had were in like near mint condition. And I think I just threw these to the side one time, and like I said, I completely forgot about them. So always check your death piles. But yeah, so that one sold for $45. And the last item that sold this week on Mercari was this vintage '89 B2 Bomber shirt. I believe I picked this one up at a Goodwill for $2.99 and ended up selling for $55. With the shipping, I probably made about a $45 profit on it. Well, it's been another fun week. It's been a fast week, and it's been a week of learning some new bolos. And it's also been a week of remembering to add stuff from my death pile to list. I know we all had death piles, and now's the time to list them, especially we're in 4th quarter. And Christmas is coming up. I think the favorite thing I found this week was, oddly enough, that jacket. I didn't know anything about it. I still don't know anything about it. So I'm going to continue to keep looking and see if I can figure out what the jacket is. I might just put it on as unbranded. But if you liked the video, please hit the subscribe and like button, and we'll see you next time.